Stage. So you see our virtual background, you hear our music, and then there is me. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. By the way, shout out to Alpha MC. I got my Stella Rosa today for this Saturday. She gave me $15, and shout out to her for that. So let's get to the get it, shall we? Because we got a lot to get to. Yes, we do. So let's do it. We're going to start. We are going to start with Wayne Brady here now. When I heard this, I was like, oh, my Lord Jesus. I was just... so this comes to us from Entertainment Weekly here. Wayne Brady involved in car accident with driver in charge with DUI. Authorities said the comedian also got to a minor physical altercation with the motorist who was arrested for suspicion of hit and run, battery, and driving under the influence of alcohol. TV host and comedian Wayne Brady was involved in a car accident in Malibu on Sunday night with a driver who was subconsciously charged with a DUI. The Los Angeles County Sheriff Department confirmed to Entertainment Weekly that the collision occurred on the Pacific Coast Highway when the driver backed his vehicle into Brady's. A minor physical altercation ensued, and the driver fled to a nearby neighborhood but was located approximately 20 minutes later and arrested for suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol, hit and run, property damage only, and battery, authorities said. Representative for Brady declined to comment. According to people, unnamed source said that Brady, 51, was so upset about the incident and that as a father, he was just thankful it was not his daughter or anyone else's child dealing with this. The news of the accident comes 4 months after Hulu announced they had ordered a reality series about Brady, his blended family, including his ex-wife, Mandy Tanika, and their daughter, Malia Brady. Lord Jesus. So let me just say this. First of all, I'm glad that Wayne Brady was okay. When it comes to drunk driving, is something that should be taken very, very seriously. I mean, I know moms against drunk driving, and I know people are like, "What's the deal with drunk driving?" Well, there are people who have lost their kids. There are people who have lost their lives just trying to get home. I think there was one person that they were on their way to prom. They were on their way to prom, and they didn't make it to prom because somebody was a drunk driver. So I'm going to show y'all this here. So this is the Pacific Coast Highway. Okay, so that's the Pacific Coast Highway. So just imagine a drunk driver hitting you from the back on this highway, right? So just thank God that Wayne Brady is okay. And to that driver, just like, I'm glad that you were arrested, because dude, that's just disrespectful, blasphemous, and out of line. Because guess what? If Wayne Brady wasn't here anymore, and this is not just Wayne Brady, but with any person, if they were not here anymore, you would be responsible for the hurt, the pain, the travesty that you caused to that family. Um, so yeah, that's really all I have on Wayne Brady. Um, but when I first heard, I'm like, no, Wayne, no, don't give it to that. Don't give it to that. You've worked too hard and too long and too strong for you to give it up on somebody with with a DUI. And yes, I know that people with, you know, DUIs, they might not have been their right selves that day, and they might have this and that go on. But guess what? At the end of the day, you're still responsible for what you do. Seriously, we have lost too damn much since 2020. Okay. In the words of somebody on TikTok, they said, I quote, how are we on the planet spinning around paying bills? Like really. I thought that was such a deep thought. So with that being said, let's roll right along here. Y'all, Twitter. Um, Warner Brothers. Oh, hang on. Let me go to IndieWire. Warner Brothers, Discovery, Disney, NBC Universal, and Lionsgate paused all ad spending on Twitter. The ad freezes came following anti-Semitic remarks by owner Elon Musk. So it says here, reps for NBC, Universal, Warner Bros. Discovery, Disney, Paramount Global, and Lionsgate all confirmed to IndieWire the companies have suspended ads, but none have issued a statement specifically condemning Musk remarks. Sony Pictures is also not currently advertising on Twitter. An individual with knowledge told IndieWire Disney's film Wish opens in theaters on November 22nd. Lionsgate this week is releasing the new Hunger Games prequel movie, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It's unclear how much advertising or ad dollars are being suspended. Companies' moves follow similar decisions by tech companies like Apple and IBM to suspend ads on Twitter, as Axios first report. Media Matter report revealed that posts from Apple, IBM, Oracle, Bravo, NBC Universal, and Comcast were all shown next to posts promoting far-right content. So, Musk back in March singled out Disney and Apple as two of Twitter's biggest advertisers. IBM said in a statement to Axios on Thursday that it has zero tolerance for hate speech and discrimination. We have immediately suspended all advertising on Twitter while we investigate this entirely unacceptable situation. Earlier this week, Musk was criticized after he replied to an anti-Semitic post, a response to an ad from the Foundation to Combat Anti-Semitism, and wrote, "You have said the actual truth," and then criticized the Anti-Defamation League. The ADL unjustly attacks the majority of the West, despite the majority of the West supporting the Jewish people in Israel. This is because they cannot, by their own tenets, criticize the minority groups who are the primary threat. It's not right. It needs to stop, Musk wrote. Lord Jesus. So, for those of you who may not know, Musk drastically reduced the staff at Twitter earlier in the year by cutting jobs from 7,500 to 2,000, while some criticized the job cuts as being responsible for the platform's struggle and maintain other hate speech on the forum. And some in Hollywood have already ditched the platform for other emerging social media services like Meta's Threads, Blue Sky, from former Twitter founder Jack Dorsey. So listen, I have said for a very long time that Elon Musk is stupid. I mean, just honestly, like, you let 45 onto the platform, you let Kanye West onto the platform. Like, I simply do not get it. I don't. Like, and this is the thing. At the end of the day, I know you may not care about anybody else, but you should care about your audience, right? Because these companies give ad revenue to Twitter, and Twitter uses that ad revenue to be able to create Twitter. And it seems like Elon Musk is, if you're not with me, you're against me. If you're against me, I'll punish you. And some of the people that got fired from Twitter was from the IT department. Some people got fired from the hate speech, team to remove hate speech. And, now they got Twitter Blue, where everybody's getting a blue check mark, where it used to be a privilege to get that. But now anyone and everyone can get it. And it's just, It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm telling you, with Elon Musk, he wants to make it a banking app. He wants to make it a dating app. He wants to make it everything else except what Twitter's supposed to be. Twitter is very simple. You just use 250 words to make out a micro thought or a thought bubble. Very easy. Don't mess it up. And I'm proud of all these companies for pulling ad spending, because guess what? Eventually, Elon Musk and the CEO of it. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I get it right here. Linda Yacchino, who was previously the chairman of Global Advertising Partnerships for NBC Universal. Twitter's point of view has always been very clear that discrimination by everyone should stop across the board. Yeah, that also includes your boss, but we won't talk about that, will we? But anyway, let's roll on here. Y'all, trigger warning on this story. I saw this from blackenterprise.com and had to bring this story to y'all. So, trigger warning, just to let y'all know. Massachusetts hospital faces legal battle after possible exposures to HIV and hepatitis. You heard me right. Massachusetts hospital faces legal battle after possible exposures to HIV and hepatitis. A legal battle is underway after nearly 450 patients at a Massachusetts hospital may have been exposed to infectious diseases over 2 years. Over 2 years, a legal battle is underway after a Massachusetts hospital reported that nearly 450 patients, I'm going to say that again, 450 patients may have been exposed to hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and HIV over 2 years. On November 16th, a Massachusetts hospital spokesperson revealed that the potential exposure resulted from improper administration of IV medications at Mass General Brigham Salem Hospital, NBC News report. The hospital learned about the matter earlier this year and notified hundreds of patients via the hospital's online portal or email. We sincerely apologize to those who have been impacted. We remain committed to delivering high-quality, compassionate health care to our community, the hospital said. And then here is the tweet from Twitter, linking this story here. The statement explained that patients who have received an endoscopy between June 2021 and April 2023 were possibly exposed to infectious diseases during the administration of IV medications in a manner not consistent with our practice, according to the Boston Herald. An endoscopy is a non-surgical procedure for doctors to examine the inside of a patient's body for several reasons. It serves as an early detection method for certain types of cancers or other diseases, such as gastrointestinal bleeding, chronic inflammatory bowel diseases, IBD, and ulcers. Adam Bangi, the hospital's director of external communications, told NBC News that there's an extremely small chance for patients to be infected. It doesn't matter if it's a small chance or not, sir. There are 450 people that have been exposed to hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and HIV. 450 people, sir. Like, I need you to stop. Following the warning, the Cachely's law group said they received calls from frenzied patients who were extremely concerned and anxious and felt betrayed. Let's keep that in mind that these are vulnerable people, Attorney Jeff Colano said. These are people who have undergone an endoscopic procedure for a very specific reason, and that reason being that they have some medical complication that's potentially on its own life-altering and potentially life-threatening. Out of the 450 patients, no data has been released on demographics, but these infections greatly impact the Black community. which represents 5.2% of the Salem population and beyond. For example, the American Cancer Society found that African Americans are about 20% more likely to be diagnosed with colorectal cancer and about 40% more likely to die after being diagnosed as compared to most other groups. In addition to a colonoscopy, other endoscopic procedures may be used to diagnose colorectal cancer. Although Black people represent almost 13% of the U.S. population, they accounted for 42.1% of HIV infection cases in 2019, as reported by the Office of Minority Health. Data shows that Black women were about 15 times as likely to die from HIV infection as white women, and Black men were 6 times as likely to die from HIV infection as white men. Furthermore, in 2020, non-Hispanic Blacks were 1.4 times as likely to die from viral hepatitis in comparison to whites. Woo! In addition, they were almost twice as likely to die from hepatitis C than the white population. Ketchy's Law filed a class action lawsuit against Salem Hospital and 10 employees on behalf of an Ansbury woman. The firm said the plaintiff suffered permanent injuries, additional testing requirements, extreme anxiety, emotional distress, and decreased quality of life due to potential exposure to these infections. And so here is the link here. As of November 16th, there is no evidence to date of any infections resulting from this incident. The hospital said the State Department of Health is conducting an on-site investigation with the hospital, offering standard tests to correct the issue. Okay, well, I mean, you offer tests, but guess what? After the test is administered, if they have HIV, then what? You gonna give them HIV medicine? You gonna give them hepatitis C and B medicine? Like, what is this? 450 people now are scared to move on with their life because that hospital was careless, trash, and wasteful in not being responsible. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So, with that being said, and like I said, y'all can find this on blackenterprise.com. I'll always, show y'all the websites so you guys can go and find it. And I don't make up anything for clicks and views. There are times where we do virtual tour live. Some things are going to be heavy, but I felt that this story needed to be told because you may live in Massachusetts, or you may know a family member or a friend in Massachusetts that they need to know this because they may be impacted. So, with that being said, hang on, y'all. Let me. Sorry, y'all. I had to sneeze and then one sneeze on camera in front of y'all. My bad. So now we're going to move on to this story here. And this story I'm so proud of. This is also from blackenterprise.com. Black-owned wine company notches over $1 million in sales following Mark Cuban investment on Shark Tank. A Black-owned wine company has quadrupled their sales in just 11 months after investment from Mark Cuban on Shark Tank. Wondery, a Black-owned wine company founded by Whitney and Chase Gates, appeared on the hit show Shark Tank in November of 2022 and received a $225,000 investment from billionaire entrepreneur Mark Cuban. Since their appearance, the couple has quadrupled its sales, bringing in $1.1 million over the last 11 months. Yahoo Finance reported. The Dallas, Texas-based company offers a selection of 100%. I'm going to say that again, 100% natural wines and sangrias with feature organic berry citrus and exotic fruit extracts for a luxury sipping experience that now can be found in over 400 stores nationwide. I'm going to say that again, over 400 stores nationwide. One more time for the one more time, over 400 stores nationwide. When the Gates appeared on Shark Tank, their brand had notched about $60,000 in profit and 250,000 lifetime sales. That's a quarter of $1 million. It was available in only 50 states. However, Cubans saw the potential in a landscape where so very few black entrepreneurs that found success. When you're a black winemaker, you're a rarity, he said. And as a rarity, their community looks up to them. And when you compound that with them being successful and growing so quickly, they're going to be encouraging entrepreneurs across the country. Gates attributed that a large part of their recent success to Cuba's introduction of their brand to Southern Glacier, a distribution company that aided their placement in restaurants, retailers, and airlines, okay, into their new 10,000 square foot facility, which greatly expanded the brand's production. CNBC reports before Shark Tank, we were just a local Texas business, said Whitney, but after we became a nationally recognized brand overnight. The couple turned CEOs returned to Shark Tank on November 3rd to provide a follow-up to both Cuban and other sharks on the growth of their business. The pair also used their moment to reveal the brand's newest blend, creamy chocolate martini, just in time for the holiday season. So how about that? Over $1 million, okay, over $1 million. And here is a interesting fact that you guys may not know. On the other hand, just want y'all to see this real quick. On the other hand, the Gates is seen well positioned for a breakthrough. Only 1% of wine labels in the U.S. are owned by black entrepreneurs, according to Wine Business Analytics. But Whitney, whose uncle was an amateur winemaker and did marketing for major beverage brands like the Coca-Cola Company, and Chad served as an in-house counsel for a major tech company. So there you go. How cool is that? So we're going to go to their website now, and y'all been to their website. It is amazing. It is amazing. So here it is here, as you can see, in Arkansas Target stores. So they've been featured on Shark Tank, Forbes, Ebony, Black Enterprise, and Revolt. And this is the family here. Look at that beautiful family. I love the Afro game that's on point there. Let's click here and meet the founders real quick, y'all. Let's see.
For me, it was just so inspiring to see how my uncle, who I probably thought as a hero at that time, could transform something so simple into something that was almost a catalyst for escape and community and happiness for our family members. So that really left a lasting impact on me as a child and helped to motivate me and inspire me.
I'm Whitney Gates, co-founder and CEO of Wondry Wine Co. As a young girl, I grew up watching my late paralyzed uncle making wine out of his garage. I used to sit and watch in awe, honestly, as he would roll around his garage, transforming the purest of fruits, whether it was pears, peaches, and even corn on the cob, into this happy juice. It was the simplest of beverage. It was, a wine that was made of just fruit juice and sugar. But for whatever reason, it created this really unique experience for all of the family members and friends that consumed it. After a few years of self-exploration and my own self-study, I decided to get more formalized training. So I worked with a couple of consultants and then went to Grayson College here outside of our kind of local Dallas area to get more consistent and formalized education in the science of winemaking. And it is a very technical craft. Interestingly enough, I don't know if a lot of people would understand the importance of calculation and analysis in creating wine.
We got into this wine business largely from after meeting my wife, but then my girlfriend, Whitney. Whenever, you guys have heard of the cat lady, who have cats everywhere, but whenever I would go to her house, she had buckets of wine, homemade wine, that she had around the house, and it was a passion of hers. And after taking collegiate courses in viticulture, we had her professor over our house, and we came up with this idea to ask him if he would be a consultant to help us navigate the waters of starting a new wine business.
I grew up watching Shark Tank. In my early 20s, I believe, was when the first Shark Tank episode aired. And so I always admired the Shark Tank show because of what it represented. It represented your everyday American. Motivated by Chaz, we decided to launch this business. I took the leap of faith and we decided to apply to be on the show. And so we launched the business in August of 2021. We then applied for Shark Tank in April of 2022 and got a call back.
After Shark Tank, our community grew exponentially. We've been extremely fortunate because we've had folks who come to us for business opportunities, just for words of support, and all of that has mattered so much.
We went from this local Dallas-Fort Worth brand and local Targets and Total Wines to now a brand that has a nationwide presence. The biggest opportunity that came as a result of Shark Tank and our partnership with Mark Cuban was our recent multi-year deal with Southern Glazers, the world's largest distributor of alcoholic beverages. Never could we have ever imagined that a year and a half after launching our local wine brand, would we gain the attention of the industry leader in alcoholic distribution. For those who aren't familiar with the alcohol industry, distributors really can make or break your success. They offer you access to markets, to retailers, to states, countries that you never would have had access to, without a distributor. And so this has been an unimaginable opportunity for us, but it is really a gateway to us potentially being a household name for consumers around the world.
So how cool is that, first of all? Shout out to Chaz.
For me, it was just inspiring to see how my uncle, who I probably thought as a hero at that time.
Sorry, y'all. But how cool is that? Shout out to Whitney and Chaz. Y'all give me one moment here. Just want to make sure of something, because last time I did this, it didn't really turn out too good. So I just want to protect my information. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're good. So let me share this real quick. But I want to show that because we do need to recognize our people and what they are able to do. So this was on Shark Tank. So they got the sangria special, which I'm a huge sangria fan. So this juicy semi-sweet wine infused with organic orange and lime extracts, delivering a light body profile at 13.9%. Basically 14% alcohol. Okay. Vanilla caramel cream is a irresistible take on an adult milkshake. So it's delicious alone and can go with coffee, cocoa, cocktails, desserts, or ice cream. And peach in peace. This one is, I think, 13.9% as well. So $10 flat rate shipping on 2 bottles or more, free shipping on 12 bottles or more. So they cannot legally ship to any of those states there. And so orders are processed Monday through Friday. And so for a one-time purchase, these 3 bottles is $65. So I wanted to showcase some good in the world today. Shout out to Wondery Wines. They are not in Ohio, unfortunately. Not that I know of as of yet, but eventually they will be. So shout out to them. I want to show them some good love here. Now, since we are talking about business, let's roll on because remember how I said New York is known for media and fashion. Well, one of the two got investigated. Let's talk about it. Ah, Lord. So New York City record-breaking bust, 1 billion in counterfeit luxury goods seized. I'm gonna say that again. 1 billion counterfeit luxury goods seized. New York City authorities executed a record-breaking bust seizing more than 1 billion worth of counterfeit luxury goods. Woo. New York City authorities have executed a record-breaking bust seizing over 1 billion of counterfeit luxury goods, including faux designer handbags and shoes. The fakes were found in a Manhattan storage facility, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York on November 15th. Approximately 219,000 counterfeit items, oh my Lord, including bags, clothes, and shoes, were confiscated in what U.S. Attorney Damian Williams called the largest ever seizure of counterfeit goods in U.S. history. Wait a minute, are you really? I thought money heist would be bigger than that, but I guess. The goods, with an estimated value of 1.3 billion, were found in a New York City storage facility allegedly used by defendants Amina So and Abdullah Jalal as a distribution center for their large-scale trafficking operation. Williams stated, as alleged, the defendants used a Manhattan storage facility as a distribution center for massive amounts of knockoff designer goods. The seizures announced today consist of merchandise with over $1 billion in estimated retail value, the largest ever seizure of counterfeit goods in U.S. history. This is a testament to the commitment of this office and the law enforcement partners to combat counterfeit trafficking in New York City. The charges against So and Jolo include trafficking in counterfeit goods and carrying a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. 10 years? That's all they get for $1 billion? Ooh, okay. Allegedly run the operations from January 2023 to October 2023. So, wait a minute. So that's most of the. Sorry, y'all. I'm hearing some feedback in my headphones. There we go. So basically, that's most of the year. The defendants are accused of trafficking goods out of the Manhattan storage facility at an off-site location. Photographs released by the U.S. Attorney's Office depicts. Oh, sorry, y'all. Photographs released by the U.S. Attorney's Office depict storage units within the facility piled high with handbags and shoes, emphasizing the scale of the operation. Images of boxes containing seized counterfeit goods provide visual testament to the extent of the illicit operation. New York Police Department Commissioner Edward A. Caban emphasized the impact of counterfeit goods trafficking on legitimate businesses, governments, and consumers, saying the trafficking of counterfeit goods is anything but a victimless crime because it harms legitimate businesses, governments, and consumers. Today's indictments show how seriously the New York Police Department and our federal partners take this offense, and we will continue to work hard to hold accountable anyone who seek to benefit by selling such items on the black market. So all of this here, y'all, is all counterfeit. Every single thing in there is counterfeit. All of that totaled $1 billion. $1 billion. That is legitimately crazy. Legitimately crazy. So as we roll on here on our virtual tour, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you here now. I saw this from blacknews.com. Had to share this with y'all as well. So Clark Atlanta University makes history as the first historically black college university with a media, sales, operations, and marketing curriculum. So media executives have partnered with Clark Atlanta University, CAU, to unveil not just the first such curriculum at a historically Black college university, but the first such curriculum at any university or college in the United States. For the first time in the U.S., students of the Atlanta University Center, AUC, will have the opportunity to complete a 4-year degree in which the last 2 years of the curriculum are devoted to equipping them with the skills to succeed in media sales, operations, and marketing starting the fall of 2026. Juniors and seniors at Clark Atlanta University, Morehouse College, and Spelman College will be eligible to register for the courses. The curriculum will be derived from the successful Media Sales Institute MSI curriculum, which prepares and pre-qualifies college graduates for careers in media sales, operations, and marketing departments. The founders of MSI, the leading talent development program for diverse media sales professionals, unveiled plans for the new media sales curriculum on June 15, 2023 at the National Association for Black-Owned Broadcasters, NABOB, MSI graduation at Morehouse College. With its inaugural media partner, Gray Television, which owns a lot of TV stations. They're also in partnership with Swirl Films as well, the largest independent studio in America, and the CAU School of Business and Division of Communication Arts within the School of Arts and Sciences. The leadership team from CAU, Gray Television, and MSI Foundation principals met in late September to discuss the launch of the Media Sales Department MSD curriculum. The design, research, development, and accreditation of the curriculum are forecast to take 5 years. Housed at CAU School of Business, the new curriculum will focus on radio, television, cable, print, digital, and interactive media sales to address the media industry's challenge of ensuring a diverse workforce. It will be open to students in all majors at the AUC. Dean of CAU School of Business, Shavinish Udoka, said, "I'm proud and excited to be a part of this initiative and partner with the MSI Foundation, along with the media industry, to offer the first collegiate concentration in media sales, operations, and marketing in the country. Building on the very successful MSI curriculum, the expanded reach that this program will offer promises to accomplish our shared goals of sustaining creation of primed media sales professionals for today and tomorrow." MSD developers Jeffrey P. Myers and Dana Myers have teamed up with the National Association of Black-Owned Broadcasters Telecommunications Education Management Foundation for more than 20 years to provide professional development that prepares graduates to hit the ground running as they begin their careers in media sales. Jeffrey P. Myers said, "Our strategy is the best long-term plan to recruit diverse, pre-screened, and highly qualified entry-level employees into the media industry. Building this curriculum partnership has been a part of a 20-year journey that started with the MSI program in 2000. Wow, I did not know that. That's really cool. We are proud of an amazing alumni that consists of more than 1,000 graduates being employed in media sales departments. Sponsored companies will have the opportunity to serve as adjunct professionals and adjunct practitioners throughout the curriculum's design. Gray is excited to be a part of this innovative approach to prepare students for the ever-changing world of media sales." Gray President and co-CEO Pat LaPlantini. The entire industry will benefit from having students who will spend years learning how best to help advertisers to tell their stories across many platforms. That's true, because let me tell you something, when something is for Black people and that's marketed towards Black people, we are in. But if it is shaped in a way that doesn't reach us, we're not reaching in our pockets, right? I think the Black dollar is like worth for like $1 trillion, I think. The MSI Foundation and its funding partners will underwrite the 5-year design costs starting in 2028. The program's costs will be supported by student enrollment at CAU School of Business and the Division of Communication Arts in the School of Arts and Sciences. Learn more at the Media Sales Institute official website, the MSI.net or the MSD.net. For press inquiries, contact Media Sales Institute Foundation mobile phone at 301-452-1119. That's 301-452-1119. One more time, 301-452-1119, or Dana at pspconsulting.net. So shout out. See, this is why I truly love being able to bring you guys stuff that's actually happening. actually happened, like actually important. Like, it boggles my mind how much content is out here, and people have to make up stuff, drag people, throw a tantrum as a brat or a prince. Like, I don't get princes and princesses do what they want to do for attention. Kings and queens do what they need to do for a person. But anyway, so y'all, let's get to the Fletchers, because I'm excited. So y'all, I did watch the Fletchers interview. Okay, first of all, I absolutely love them. Carlos, you acted a fool on this interview, but I loved it though. I loved it. I think this was actually one of his best interviews with a cast member from the show. Like, I'm not just saying that, like, everybody loved the interview. So basically, Chris and Nell, they talk about, their infidelity and how hard it was for the whole family. That, Lexi did live somewhere else, and she was told certain things that wasn't true about how Chris had an affair, right? So that was covered. Also, too, at the time that the Fletchers, were, around Love and Marriage Huntsville, Nell was going through a lot. Her mom was passing away. And so she did not want to be on camera because of that. She took care of her mom. And she also said her family is a lot. So there's always somebody needing money. There's always somebody needing something. There's always somebody getting into trouble. But what ended up happening was Chris kept being on the show. And Nell did not want Chris on the show. And listen, I sincerely feel that Chris, he's, the words of Carlos, he's the big brother to Martell. So, it's a balance of, narcissism versus the actual gentleman. You know what I mean? And Chris even explained how, the Holtz and the Fletchers have a deep relationship because they have helped each other in difficult times and things like that. So Chris said that, Martell and Nell have like a brother-sister relationship. And listen, brother-sister or not, I don't care. Like, you don't disrespect somebody's wife like that. But he understands that, and they spoke to him several times. I mean, after a couple of times, we're gonna need something, okay? But that was explained. And the thing that I really do love about the Fletchers, they are very real. What you see is what you get from what we see, right? And with the family dinner, there was a content creator saying that parents have to respect their kids' feelings, and that's very true. I will grant you that, but I feel like in the same token that the parents have to respect the kids' feelings, the kids also have to respect the parents. And if you're trying to have a conversation with your audience and most of them are telling you, I see your point, but also too, you can't disrespect me, then you're losing what your audience has to say. Listen, you can do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, like, when people know more than you, that's your chance to sit down, shut up, and be humble and learn something. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm 29 and I'm still learning. I'm not going to get everything right, but I'm trying to get things right. And, that situation was a very knees weak, arms heavy, like spaghetti situation with Lexi. I think it was Lexi, Lance, Chris Jr., Kayla, Kiki. I think I got everybody. And, it was a very real family dinner. And, some people were like, oh my God, I can't believe they show that on TV. It's like, so wait a minute, y'all would watch Kenya Moore disrespect Kim Fields. And thank God everybody said that was disrespectful. But what I'm saying is, like, we allow for toxicity to be on TV, and we see a real family having a real family dinner with real issues. Now we want to tense up. Like, really? And a funny moment happened in the interview with Nell, that she said to Martell that nobody wants to be, sucking somebody's dick every day. I'm like, Nell, what are you doing? And so Nell was saying, yeah, of course somebody's going to do it better because they want that woman's position. You know what I mean? She might be eating it from the back at that point. And so, you know, when Nell said, and I quote, nobody wants to be sucking a dick every day, and Carlos said, speak for yourself, I'm kidding. Yo, Chris Fletcher was in the middle of sipping his drink. He spit out his drink. It was so damn funny. I had to go back at least three times to watch that moment, because I'm like, what are you doing? Oh my God. But the interview was really, really good. And what I really loved about it was that we got to learn the Fletchers as who they are. And you know, Carlos asked, are y'all the richest out of everybody in the cast? They were like, absolutely we are. And, you know, something that really impacted me was how Chris said that he was from, you know, the ghetto, that he was in a county that had cotton, and he was out there doing cotton every summer with his grandfather, you know what I mean? And how Nell was, she was in a suburban area, but her mom went to an urban neighborhood, you know, to do a job and stuff. And here's the thing, right? Chris and Nell played together as kids, but they never knew about each other, right? And so, you know how down now, I don't know if this happens up north, but down south, you know, family is connected to family. So when people ask who your folks, as soon as you say who your folks are, that determines a yay or a nay. And so when that ended up happening, let me see. Hey, oh yeah, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. Long time no see, brother. Hopefully all is well with you. Oh yeah, Beats is an amazing music producer and good friend of mine from Clubhouse. Much love to you, sir. Hope all is well. But yeah, so with Nell, you know, doing that, and they did not know each other, and when it came to who are your folks, like I said, determines a yay or a nay. And soon after Nell said who her family was, it was the mama was loving on Nell. So and she has a full name. I think it's Linnell, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And so I really, really loved the interview. I thought it was wonderfully done. And I could watch an hour of the Fletchers. I really could. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. I respect Nell's decision of not wanting to be on TV, because once you open up your life to everyone else, you don't have that privacy anymore. You know what I mean? So I know that she was trying to protect her kids and she was trying to protect Chris. But, you know, I think she said the same token that, you know, she got to a point where at the end of the day, everybody is grown. If they want to do it, they want to do it. And let me tell you something. I cannot imagine Love, Marriage, Huntsville without the Fletchers now. I just can't do it. Not here, not there, not anywhere. Sam, I am. So yeah, I really loved the interview. I thought it was great. Go check out Carlos King's YouTube channel for the interview. That was basically pretty much the interview. I think a lot of people want the Fletchers to join full time. I really, really do. I think the people want to have the Fletchers join full time. I think if the Fletchers joined full time and Kiki joined full time, the Scott got rid of, nobody would miss them. I mean, not one person at all. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought it was a wonderful, wonderful interview. So let me find some more hot topics as we are live on tour here. Let me see here. All right, y'all. So Tyrese Gibson is in the news. Tyrese. Now, the last thing we heard about Tyrese, allegedly the ex-wife lied about being, you know, how the divorce went down with Tyrese. That was the last thing. But the last thing we heard was Tyrese was suing the Home Depot for about $1 million, allegedly. Exactly. So I'm going to show y'all this from TMZ here. Tyrese Gibson, my divorce judge gotta go. He has it out. He's got it out for me. So Tyrese Gibson is once again taking issue with the judge in his divorce case in Georgia. He wants a new role to step in, claiming the current judge is biased against him. Now, see, all you got to do, you in Atlanta, right? Go to divorce court with Star Jones and get this over with. Because they'll file everything. Like Star Jones don't play. It's Judge Star. Let me put some respect on that name, Judge Star. The actor filed new legal documents this week, obtained by TMZ, complaining about the way Judge Kevin Farmer is handling the case, saying that he deserves a new judge. This is Judge Kevin M. Farmer. Tyrese says Judge Farmer abruptly canceled the court hearing and ordered him to come up with a massive $450,000 bond within 10 days. In connection with his appeal of an order in the case, without giving him his day in court to explain how it will be impossible to come up with the cash that quickly. In the documents, Tyrese said he was going to use the hearing to explain why he couldn't pay the $450,000 due to the Hollywood strikes impacting his ability to work and make money this year. But Tyrese says Judge Farmer scrapped the hearing only a few days before its schedule, and Tyrese Gibson feels that this is another example having it out for him. So Tyrese has tried to get Judge Farmer taken off the case before. As we first report back in September 2022, Tyrese claimed the judge told him that he thought the child support order in the case was appropriate, but didn't care if Tyrese Gibson's ex, Samantha Lee Gibson, was a greedy gold-digging itch. But you married her, though, right? You married her, though, right? I'm just asking questions. Tyrese. You married her, though, right? And she must not have been that much of a gold-digging itch if you laid down with her to make a kid. I'm just saying. Tyrese also claimed the judge belittled him with admonishments during his testimony. And they did look beautiful together. They really did. She's a beautiful-looking woman. It will be interesting to see if Tyrese claims this time around or enough to warrant a new judge of the case, especially see how he struck out the first time. What? Wait a minute. I didn't know about this. Did y'all know about this? Let's roll over to it. Since we're talking, let's roll. So apparently Tyrese Gibson, this came out yesterday. What? This came out yesterday? Not yesterday. Yesterday? Let's talk about Tyrese Gibson sued for altering Airbnb property. He's on video denying claims. This is an exclusive. So Tyrese Gibson is being sued for allegedly damaging a Airbnb rental by making excessive alterations, but on video he's saying the changes he made aren't a big deal. Property manager Tracy Wolf tells TMZ that Tyrese signed a 6-month lease for a 5-bedroom estate in the Woodland Hills for $20,000 a month, $20,000 per month starting in February. She says that she started adding structures to the home right after he moved in. Now, here's the thing. If you're leasing something, technically that's not yours, right? Like I live in this apartment. I pay monthly bill, rent, but I can't make too many alterations, right? So let's see here. Wolf claims Tyrese caused damage throughout the property by altering electrical panels, adding electrical outlets that weren't up to code, painting a marble Painting a marble fireplace in a shiny gold metallic color, closing off doors and windows, and causing damage to the HVAC units. Okay, let's see here. Now, I have not had Kachava. I do want to try Kachava. I've been trying to get more healthy. I've been drinking Gold Thread plant tonic drinks. They're really, really good. Try Gold Thread if you have not tried it. But I've heard of Kachava for a long time. It used to be on YouTube all the time, but I just recently started seeing it back.
This is the inside. Can you see the light? See the light going through there? Shows you that nothing is actually attached to the physical property. I'm leaving a video, sorry. Nothing is attached to the physical property. See the light? Nothing is attached. This is all temporary. My privacy and the safety of my 2 daughters is everything to me, okay? See the light? Everything you can see right through. Nothing is attached, okay? Now, here's the outdoor area. And as you can tell again,
wait, that's outdoors?
Bedroom that was in the garage. Here's the couch area that came with the house. And I went and bought this table. Nothing is attached. The carpet is on the ground for this outdoor area. Here's the double doors. Here's the door leading to the kitchen. Nothing is attached. Nothing is attached. Okay?
Okay. Hang on a minute. Hang on 1 minute. Let's go back a little bit, because y'all gotta help me a little bit here, okay? So this light thing here, that just means you just gotta tighten it up. That's more of probably a structural issue. You know what I mean? I get it, but who's really gonna be peeking through just, oh, hey, you see that crack right there, bro? See that crack right there? That might be Jerry's gives that. Who's actually gonna do that? Who's actually gonna do that? I don't get it. But then when he said that this was the outdoor area, I guess you're trying to make this a bedroom. Like, first of all, the furniture is supposed to be, like, the furniture is not supposed to be tied down. Furniture's never really tied down. It's moved, but it's never tied down. The carpet is supposed to be on the ground. So, like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but, okay. So TMZ obtained video showing off some of the changes inside the home. He says he blocked some doors and windows for privacy concerns, and claims that the materials he used are attached to the home's existing structures, and all of the changes are temporary. So this is Tyrese's Airbnb. It looks nice. I'm guessing that this part right here is like a guest house, I'm guessing. I've never seen a guest house with that, I guess. Okay. It says here the property manager says Tyrese told them there were no permanent changes to the home, and they insist the changes are far from temporary and any event cause damage to the property. What's more, the property manager claims Tyrese tried to get the homeowner's gardener to try to remove 22 banana trees from the grounds. When the gardener refused, she says Tyrese tried to hire another company, but got fired by the property management team. So here is another video of the repairs.
Take a picture here. I start my one.
So I'm guessing those are the banana trees that he wants gone, I guess.
You wanna take a picture here? I start my one.
So I guess he wants those trees gone. Wolf also claims Tyrese allowed a construction crew to drill a bunch of holes in the home's wrought iron gate and brand new stucco exterior. We obtained video showing the alleged damage. The property manager says Tyrese was repeatedly asked not to make any changes without written consent from the homeowners. She claims he disregarded the request and made changes on whenever he wanted. Wolf said the homeowner Tiffany Webb tried to be patient with Tyrese and gave him several months to restore the home, but she says Tyrese has stopped responding to calls, texts, and emails leading to the lawsuit. Webb is going after Tyrese for more than $25,000 in damages. Reached out to Tyrese, but so far, no word heard back. I'm like, okay, bro. Like, Tyrese, at some point in time, like, this has to stop with you, bro. Like, the buck has to stop here. Because, like, for you getting sued from the Home Depot and this and that and everybody in between, I don't get it. I simply do not get it. Lord help. I simply do not get it. I really don't. No. No. I'm just trying to see if there's any. Okay, here's another story. Frontier lines freak out. Passenger meltdown spurs mid-air sermon. The devil has her soul. Okay. When your quick flight turns into an Exorcist sequel, that's how you can describe this bizarre scene of a woman having an epic meltdown, leaving her fellow passengers to wonder what would Jesus do. This all went down Frontier Airlines jet traveling from Houston to Denver, but the flight had to stop off in Dallas after the troubled passenger started wailing like her leg was cut off, stirring a huge disturbance. Nobody seems to know um, what exactly was wrong with her, but this video shows her crying, arguing with the in-flight crew, other passengers as she tries to get back to her seat. At one point, she even climbs over seats, crawling her way through the cabin, all while sobbing and hyperventilating. As this is all unfolding, another lady who was in the mix turned to others and proclaimed they were all witnessing a demon possession. Oh my God. Describing the passenger lose it, the woman yells, "That's not her. She's possessed. She needs help." Then she goes into full preacher mode, telling everyone that they need a relationship with Jesus to start off this sort of takeover of the soul. While we can't speak to anything that the Holy Ghost did, but we know police immediately boarded the plane when it landed in Dallas to remove the disturbed woman. No one was injured, but sure to freak out the cabin. We say this, her crawling on the seats definitely brings Linda Blair horrifying role to mind, minus the vomit and head spin. Of course, holiday travel never a boring moment. Okay, wait up. Deion Sanders. You know what, y'all? Listen. I don't know what is going on with these stories. Okay, I just find them and tell y'all about it. Here's another one. Deion Sanders, Mount Rushmore, is it in LA? Everybody knew that this was in Washington. Deion Sanders just made a shocking and hilarious admission, revealing Tuesday that he had absolutely no clue where Mount Rushmore was located. Prime acknowledged his geography deficiency as he reflected on his Colorado team performance this year with a gaggle of media members. While trying to explain how he felt about his 4-7 Buffalo squad, he said he has high expectations, similar to the highly famous mountain that he thought was situated in SoCal. Let's play the clip.
As you said, you didn't live up to your expectations.
Yeah, my expectations are out of the darn park. You gotta understand, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What's those little foreheads that's in California? What do they call those? The people faces engraved? Yeah. Come on, man. I set up there. It's in where? I thought it was in LA all this time. Wow, man.
Now, I thought it was in Washington, okay? But either way, like, at least I knew it was somewhere, not LA, and no one ever said LA, okay?
Geography. That's the Hollywood thing? That's what I thought. I'm sorry. Thank you for educating me. Jesus, South Dakota.
So you know what? Listen, he took it in stride, okay? He took it in stride for what it was, okay? And also, I learned something as well. You know what I mean? Sorry, y'all. Oh, my Lord Jesus. I simply cannot do it. Oh, my God. Ah, Lord. Let me see. By the way, did y'all hear about Snoop Dogg giving up the smoke? Well, let's talk about it, because I want what Snoop Dogg did. Snoop Dogg smoke. Now, I did not know what he meant by being done with the smoke. I had no idea. Okay, and I was like, no, he's not really giving up the smoke. He's not really doing that. So this is from Snoop Dogg and Solo Stove. So here we go.
An announcement. I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. Done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all sticky icky. I'm going smokeless. Solo Stove fix fire. They take out the smoke. Clever.
Dude, I gotta tell you something. That was some smooth stuff, man. I gotta tell you, that was some smooth stuff. Like because when I thought about it, I'm like, wait a minute, Snoop Dogg ain't really giving up no smoke. And then it turned out to be this. So, y'all, that is our show. What a great show tonight. I really do mean that. Thank you to everybody who came through. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna end it with a great day motivator. Here it is. Share this tab. Imagination is the highest kite one can fly. Lauren Bacall and I agree. It's time for the Daily Motivator for Tuesday, November 21st, 2023. Beauty of living. Unique beauty lives inside you. Bring some of it out into the world today. You carry the possibilities around with you. You encounter new possibilities everywhere you go. Through your efforts, enable those possibilities to interact and blossom, transform their positive potential into valuable reality. It is never too early, never too late to bring new meaning and richness to life. Be true to the highest and best within you. Make good use of that right now. You don't have to be rich or famous or clever to change the world for the better. You can do it anytime you choose to act in accordance with what is true, what is real, what is good, and what's authentic. Give time and energy to all you love and care about. Reward your own life and your whole world with the beauty of living. Ralph Walton. I love this because, when it comes to the beauty of living, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Y'all have heard me say that many, many times, but I think the beauty in living and taking care of your plants, taking care of your dogs, your cats, taking care of your family, you have to love the beauty of what you're giving in order for you to live that out loud. So that's one. Number two, it's never too early, it's never too late. We are all on a time crunch timetable. We all got our time management in an arrangement that usually 10 times out of 10 doesn't work. And what I would say to all of you about your time is that we all have more in front of us than behind us, right? And some of us have more behind us than in front of us, but either way, you still have time. And finally, at the end of the day, life can be a reward. It doesn't have to be a consequence. The reason why people are doing good is because they are giving good. Because some of y'all, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Oh my God, I'm a victim. Oh my God, da, da, da. If people sense that you're bad, guess what? Badness comes to you. People sense you're good, goodness will come to you. It's that simple. With that being said, it is time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you are always one of blessing. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why is one thing to call yourself? Is nothing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I spend time with you. You spend time with me. Hopefully, by spending time together, we'll rise up to be great together. Always remember, where you doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're giving up smoking, you're drinking on some good Wondery wine. Make sure the replay is not just worthy for you to watch it, not just worthy for this to, but for you to want to experience it again. I love you, I value you, I embrace you all, whatever obstacles you have overcome, whatever successes you have achieved on this very day. I'm extremely proud of you, but if nobody else is proud of you, be proud of your damn self, okay? You don't get a second chance to live one life, so live it the best you can. Because I promise you, higher is waiting, lower is available. But either way, you and I and all of us got to go on tour. One love, much love, all love. Good night, everybody. Hey, I may do a Thanksgiving show Thursday. If I do, it'll probably be a free-for-all, because I know probably everybody will be spending time with their families. Although I think everybody might be spending time with their families in the morning, and we might have a nighttime show, but we'll see. It might be a Thanksgiving show. Stay tuned to the community tab. But anyway, love you all. Feel the love. I'll send it right back to you. Now, everybody, enjoy the fireworks for the day that was, the day that's to come, and the blessings are on the way. Bye, everybody.